Well, let's talk about some things you put on the internet for people to watch. The Cornhole battle on IG Live with Jedd Gyorko. Tell me how this even came together.
Honestly, Jedd, I did this little cornhole tournament. I took it over from Jason Mott. You know, I lost my mother back in 2013, and when he left the Cardinals, he was kind of trying to find a person. And he came at me with it, and I just felt like, you know, with what I went through, it'd be cool to kind of give back to the Cancer Society and you know, partner up with him and just try to, you know, help out. So it was something that I've continued to do in St. Louis, and Jedd would always participate, and he was always, I mean, the best at it. He was always the best on our team. He was, you know, pushing for the championships almost every year. So I knew he was a big fan of it. And I was watching his Instagram, and he was, you know, doing these cornhole trick shots where he was shooting them from all different angles, not looking, you know, over his like skywalk that he has in his house. And I was like, man, this is pretty cool. And he's like, dude, we should do a cornhole challenge. And I was like, dude, I don't know if I want to play you. I'm not good at this game, and you're really good.
And how did it end up?
Didn't end up too well. He kind of spanked me in that thing. I mean, it was one of those things where I was trying to hope that, you know, my athleticism would take over a little bit, but just having that feel of throwing that bag was just something that I didn't have a good feel of. And yeah, he took it to me pretty good.
Dude was a ringer, I think. You walked into it. You bring up your family. I know you're very close with your father and your brother. Have you been able to see them even though you're in St. Louis?
Just talking here and there. I mean, having some FaceTimes and just trying to stay busy. But my brother's back in Hawaii. He was, you know, he was with the Giants to start the spring training, and you know, it's just one of those things where he was so close. He just went back, and I was like, man, I wish I would have came back too.
Yeah, well, your father is a highly respected baseball coach and trainer in Hawaii. This must be one of the first times he isn't helping someone play baseball in decades. I can't imagine he's stopped playing for longer than 3 months since you were a kid.
Oh no, I mean, we've constantly his whole thing is, you know, he's a hitting instructor back in the Big Island, and like you said, you know, he's one of those guys who everybody knows who he is. So, you know, baseball has been something that's been ingrained in him. He kind of instilled that in us and gave us a love of the game, and you know, just my hitting coach since day one, and I continue to go to him to this day.